This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to talk about Intune in this training session. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Kashif. I'm from Mumbai, India. I have somewhere around 13 years of practical IT experience. I have expertise on various technologies like SCCM, Intune, Active Directory, Application Packaging, Azure, PowerShell. I am a BSc IT graduate from Mumbai University. After completing my graduation, I started working in IT field. I started working as a desktop support engineer. Then I was moved into SCCM level 1, then level 2, level 3 team, and now I am working as a SCCM architect. So my primary roles and responsibility is to implement SCCM and Intune in the companies. And apart from the implementation and project task, I am involved in training, wherein I have trained more than the 28,000 students globally. I do take online training, classroom training, offline training, and corporate training. Apart from my primary roles and responsibility, which is as a CCM architect. This is my website, blog, email address, and Skype ID. So that's about me, guys. Now, in this uh, session, I'm gonna talk about specifically on Intune. Now, what is this Intune, and when this product started? Who is the vendor of this product? So Intune started in um, 2010. Okay, so initially um, Microsoft um, started this in 2010, and later on they added more and more features to it. So it was in very crude format previously, but now Intune is very powerful tool, and it is almost leading the market in terms of managing mobile devices. So who is the vendor of the product? It's Microsoft. Microsoft developed this product and published uh, for uh, for the usage in the year 2010. And if you see the trend is going up and up these days, and people are implementing Intune in their companies to manage their devices. So thousands and thousands of companies all over the globe, they have implemented Intune. So there are other um, products as well, like Intune. So you might have heard about AirWatch, which is now called, which is now renamed as Workspace ONE. This is a VMware product. Then we have BlackBerry, right, which is the oldest one in terms of managing mobile devices, but it is very, um, people are not using BlackBerry now these days. Uh, most of the companies are using a different technology like AirWatch, Intune, and Zen Mobile and others. So we have Zen Mobile as well. Zen Mobile is from Citrix. Okay, then we have Goods, right? Then Mobile Iron, right? Then we have Tanium. These are some of the products which are
Managing
basically, hmm,
manage engine also
yes, manage engine.
and big
Okay,
fix.
Big Fix as well. Yes. So previously at IBM, it was IBM Big Fix. Now it is HCL Big Fix. HCL has purchased this product. So there are many products, but um, if you talk about the leading products, so there are two leading products at the in the market: Intune and AirWatch. Okay. And what is the role of this product? So the role of this product is to do MDM and MAM. What is MDM and MAM? MDM is mobile device management. MAM is mobile application management. Okay. So the role of Intune is to do two things. First, mobile device management. Second, mobile application management. Now, what do you mean by mobile? And why do we need to manage? Mobile device management, for example, through Intune, you can manage Android devices. You can manage iOS devices. You can manage Mac operating system. You can manage Windows 10 operating system, Windows 10 mobile. You can manage Windows 10, Windows 11 computers. So generally, we manage these Windows 10, Windows 11 laptops, because laptops are what? It is also a mobile devices, right? People take laptops from one location to other location, and after pandemic, most of the people are working from home, right? Either they are working completely from home or they have like hybrid kind of situation. So laptop um, is also considered as a mobile device. So after pandemic, Intune, um, you know, um, implementation increased a lot. People wanted to have something which will help them to manage their uh, company devices. So because SCCM, I will talk about the comparison between SCCM and Intune later on, but SCCM was not that good enough to manage mobile devices, right? Because SCCM Microsoft has focused more on on-premises devices, to manage on-premises devices like desktops and servers and all. But Intune has more capability to manage mobile devices. So as long as the device has internet connection, you can manage it, no matter the devices, whether it is in premises or off premises. Okay. So you will be able to manage Linux operating system. You'll be able to manage Chrome OS as well. So these are basically the operating system which Intune supports, right? Android, iOS, iPad, right? Windows 10 mobile, Windows 10, Windows 11 laptops, Linux, Chrome OS. Now, why do we need to manage devices? Suppose I am using my laptop and my mobile. For example, this is my Windows 10 laptop, right? And this is my Android mobile. Now, I received this laptop from, let's say I'm working for ABC company, ABC Private Limited, right? Um, ABC Private Limited. Now I received these two devices from company, right? From ABC Private Limited. So I received laptop and one Android device. So we will Intune in the backend, these devices will be enrolled to Intune, and Intune will be managing these devices in the backend. But why do we need to manage? Hmm? The company can simply give the device to me, right? And I can access the company laptop and the company mobile device. Anyone has any answer? Why do we need to manage the devices?
Yes,
For
yes, for the
security.
data security and
For
corporate data
security.
security.
Right. So because these are what? These are company owned devices, and we will be accessing company resources, right? Company data or company resources, whatever you call. We will be accessing from laptop we will be accessing from mobile device. So I will be using company data on the laptop and mobile device. Now we if I'm using company data, um, if I'm accessing company data on laptop or mobile device, right? So we should have some mechanism to control the device. So through Intune, we will apply some restriction as well. Okay, restriction. We can apply some restrictions. We can send some policies to the devices, how user will access the data, whether user will be able to copy or paste, whether user will be able to forward the data to somebody, right? So we will have some restriction on the device. We will have some we will apply policies on the device. Let's say some users need for example, I need some application on the laptop and mobile device, so I don't have to install myself. I will simply request and it will be installed through the Intune server, right? So app deployment, right? Please put yourself on mute. So through Intune, application will get deployed, right? 1 minute. Yes, updates, right? You can deploy updates to the devices to make your machines up to date, to keep your machines free from vulnerability, right? You can deploy um, power policy to the devices, how the devices will take the power policy. I'm getting background noise, guys. Please keep yourself on mute, those who are not on mute. I'm still getting background noise. Let me mute everybody. Okay, now you will not be able to unmute yourself. Coming back to okay, so you'll be able to deploy policies like some restriction, right? Policies, application updates, power policy, some profiles, right? You can do profiling. So you can deploy those policies on the laptop or on the mobile devices. So suppose you lost this device. For example, you lost your mobile device. Okay, what will happen? The company data and the company resources which are there in the mobile is at risk, right? It is at the risk now because it is lost. So through Intune, we should have some mechanism to delete the data. Like we can do some data formatting. So from Intune, we can do wiping, right? We can wipe the device, delete the company data. Either delete the company data only or delete the whole device, like factory reset of the device. So through Intune, you can do that. Plus, let's say you lost, you forgot password. Okay, you are not able to unlock the password. Okay, so from Intune, you can reset password. Okay, reset password, right? Suppose you need to install some application on your mobile device or laptop. So you just go to the Intune company portal and whatever the applications which are published, you just click on that and the application will get installed on your device. Okay, so there are many benefits, right, uh, to use Intune. So you can basically do MDM mobile device management and mobile application management. Suppose you would like to manage only applications inside the devices. Let's say I would like to create a restriction policy for Microsoft Office in the device, right? Or you would like to create a policy for Teams, right? So you can do mobile application management. So we will discuss about mobile device management and mobile application management in great details later on. So I hope you got some ideas about Intune. What is basically Intune gonna do uh, to the device management now? So we will see Intune as end user perspective plus admin perspective. So for example, how the thing will be available for admin, okay, and for end user both. So whatever the changes admin will do, how the things will get applied in the end user computers. We will see the admin side and the end user side, the client side and the server side. Okay. So when we go in the practical session, then we will see what is the admin console and how it gets replicated. I mean, how the policy gets replicated in the end user device. Now, Intune is gonna do multiple tasks. Okay, this is just in a nutshell. There are many things which Intune can do, which I have not included in the slide. So through Intune, you have some self-service portal like uh, Intune company portal, reporting and data, right? Intune is in Intune can be integrated with SCCM, Windows Autopilot, Microsoft Defender, Windows Autopatch, Endpoint Analytics, and Microsoft 365. So it has integration with these things plus Google Play, Apple Token, TeamViewer, Mobile Threat Defense services, endpoint security, zero touch, VPN, and Microsoft Tunnel, and remote and hybrid worker, web-based admin center. So we will discuss about these things in details later on as we go along, right? We will be able to deploy the applications like deployment, updates, protection, removal, so and identities, devices to find out whether the devices are compliant, non-compliant, conditional access, device configuration, BYOD, or organizational owned devices. So we'll do practical session, then you will get more clear picture how these things are done through Intune. Now in the backend, the the design is like this. Okay, so basically for Intune, you do not install any server yourself. You do not install any database, just like in SCCM. In SCCM, we used to set up the server, uh, like we have to have a Windows server, and then on Windows server you install uh, database. Then another server you will have all the prerequisite, and then you install primary site server. Another server you will have domain controller. Like, so you have to do everything on your own in SCCM deployment. But in Intune, you just have to create your subscription, and that's okay. That's done. In the backend, everything is already pre-configured by Microsoft. So when you create your subscription, you get web console. So whatever the things you change in web console, right? So in the backend, all the configuration is done through Graph API. The Graph API is basically like a connector, like a reader, which reads your configuration, whatever the changes you would like to do, and it will apply those changes according to your requirement in Intune. So the configure device, protect data, manage apps, right? So you will be able to manage apps on iOS, iPad, and Android devices. Plus, you can do device management for Windows, Mac OS, Android OS, iOS, iPad, Linux, and Chrome OS is also there, which is not here. Chrome OS, you can manage Chrome OS as well. Okay, so and it has the integration with Apple Play Store, Google Play Store, Microsoft Store. So and it has a integration with SCCM as well, and through co-management. So you can manage devices which are being managed by SCCM as well. So for example, this device SCCM will also manage, and Intune is also going to manage the device. So that is called co-managed device. Okay, so we will learn about these things later on in the practical session. But the why I have shown this one, because everything is pre-configured. This is already there in designed by Microsoft in the backend. So you don't have to install anything like any server or any database server or any domain controller. Nothing is needed. Everything is designed in the backend already. You just have to create your subscription and start managing your devices. Yeah. So this is going to be the in the backend. This is the architecture. Now, so we have, I have added some links here. I will share this link later on with you guys after the training, so which you can go through about Intune, what is Intune, and how Intune licensing works, and the difference between SCCM and Intune. This is very important, guys. Those who are, I see that most of you guys are from SCCM background, so it is very easy for you to learn Intune. Okay, so it's not mandatory though that you have to have SCCM knowledge, but if you are familiar with SCCM, then things will be very easy for you. Why? Because most of the it's almost similar, right? SCCM and Intune is like a similar product. SCCM and Intune, both of them are almost similar. Like you have application deployment here, you have application deployment here, updates deployment, right? You have updates deployment here. Okay, now there are some differences feature wise, like how the process wise, how the applications are deployed, how the updates are deployed, but the concept is same, right? So basically it is gonna do the, for example, power policy. You can also do power policy here. For example, you do compliance setting, right? Compliance, you do the compliance setting here. Okay, you do operating system, um, we do operating system deployment here, but it is not actual operating system. We will do the operating system configuration through Windows Autopilot. Okay, so almost similar kind of thing. So if you know SCCM, it will be very easy for you to understand Intune, because the things are very similar. So but it's not mandatory that you have to have SCCM knowledge. So let me click on this one of the link and give you some background or so. Okay, so I will give you this link. This is a very good article. You can go through this article, which will give you the information about SCCM and Intune. Okay, now I need the table. Where is the table? Hmm. So let me. Okay, so SCCM System Center Configuration Manager versus Intune feature. As I told you, it is almost similar, right? Application deployment is there in SCCM, and same thing is there in Intune. Operating system deployment is there in SCCM. It is saying not in Intune, and that's right, because we cannot deploy the whole operating system. Rather, we can do the somewhat configuration of the operating system, like the uh, the the profiling we can do. We can deploy some policies to operating system, which is called through Windows Autopilot. Conditional access is not there in SCCM, but it is there in Intune. Patch management is there in both of them. Compliance management is there in both of them. Asset management is there in both of them. Remote control is there in both of them. You see, only couple of things are not there, but rest everything is present. Co-managed devices, how co-managed stack up with Intune. So that I will discuss later on. Okay. Now the second one. Now another website which also gives you some information about the comparison between SCCM and Intune. So as you see, Microsoft Windows, yes, it manages the Windows operating system, Windows Server. No, Intune will not be managing server. Yeah, I missed to inform you that Intune is only for client operating system at the moment. It is not going to manage server, because server management, Microsoft would want you to use SCCM. So SCCM, they would like to sell both the products. Okay, they are not. So most of you guys might have heard that Intune is going to replace SCCM. It's not the case. Intune is not going to replace SCCM. Why? Because Microsoft will keep both the products side by side. They will keep SCCM for on-premises devices like server and desktop, and they will keep Intune to manage internet devices like mobile devices, right? The laptops and Android and iOS devices. So SCCM is not going anywhere. SCCM will stay in the market, because Microsoft want you to keep SCCM for on-premises devices like servers and desktop. Windows Phone, yes. iOS, you will be able to manage through Intune, but not from SCCM. Windows RT. So this basically gives you some information about the comparison between SCCM and Intune. You can go through this article. I will share this with you guys so that you will get more clear picture. What is this? What is the comparison between SCCM and Intune? Okay, and if you know SCCM, things will be very easy for you. So those who are fresher, I see that there are two freshers, right? Um, I think Pankaj and Divala, right? You guys are fresher. So if you are planning to learn SCCM, okay. So if you are planning to learn Intune directly, you can learn. Okay, um, that's not a problem. But if you would like to learn SCCM as well, then first you learn SCCM. Suppose if your plan is to learn SCCM and Intune both, then you should start with SCCM first. Don't go with Intune first. Okay. So you should, my recommendation to Pankaj and Devala or anyone who is fresher in this call, who are looking for Intune training. So in case if you would like to learn both the technologies, SCCM and Intune both, so start with in SCCM first, and then you go on Intune. Okay, that is my recommendation to the freshers. Those do not have any IT knowledge. Okay, because things will be very easy after you complete SCCM session. So we will be learning Intune, and that will be completely practical. So how we will do the practical session, I'll show you. I will take you to my Intune portal. This is my Intune portal. So we will be creating Intune subscription, free trial subscription for 1 month or 3 months, right? And then we will be using this to deploy application or deploy policies. And also at the left hand side we have these navigation, I mean the tabs, and at the right hand side you have multiple tabs here. So for example, what all tabs are there under apps? So when you click on apps, you will see all the apps. So I have all my apps here which I have deployed so far. When you go to devices section, you will get the devices list of all the devices, either mobile device or a Windows device, any device, all the devices will come up here. I have only 2 devices at the moment, right? If you would like to see platform wise, so you go platform wise. So you have Windows, iOS, Mac, Android, Chrome OS, and Linux. So currently, Intune is supporting only these operating systems. Okay. Then we have under devices, you have compliance policies, which I will show you how the compliance, how we create compliance policies, right? Then configuration profiles. Give me 1 minute, guys. Give me 1 minute. Sorry, guys, I'm back. So I will be showing you this uh, conditional access, then compliance policies, configuration profile, script, remediation, group policy. Okay. Windows update for ring, Windows update ring for Windows 10, feature update, quality update. So we'll discuss about these things uh, later on. And I have already shared the course content with you guys. So if you have not received it, you can just message me on WhatsApp. I will send that to you. So my WhatsApp number is right here. If you know, if you do not have, so I'm gonna open you guys for question. In case if you have any question, um, you can unmute yourself one by one and ask question in case if you have.
Okay, bhai, Intune is like a PAAS or SASS because I searched in the Google
S
sometime it is, yeah.
PaaS. It is software as a service.
Okay.
Okay. Any other question from anyone?
Sir, this course covers uh, autopilot co-management hybrid model as well.
Autopilot, yes. Co-management, I'll give you theory knowledge because for if you want practical knowledge, you will have to build SCCM server as well. So on my system, I will show you how that is done because I have a SCCM server too.
Okay, sir. Hybrid model, sir. What about hybrid model?
Hybrid is
Both.
co-management, no?
Okay, okay,
Hybrid is co-management.
okay.
So I
Kasif,
will show you at my end. Yeah, go ahead.
Regarding the certification for this course,
We
can you
don't
just
have any
suggest?
exam. We do not have any Intune exam at the moment. Okay,
Okay.
you will definitely
Regarding
get it in future. Mm.
regarding MD 100, 101, or maybe 102.
No, that is not for Intune. It is like for modern desktop, and mostly it is aligned through Microsoft 365. Okay, very little
Okay.
bit for Intune. If you wanna do, you can do that, but you will not become Intune certified.
And in
Any other question?
document you mentioned certification, yes. So which type of certification you will provide?
I will give a certificate from my or my institute. You will get course completion certificate actually.
Okay. And in this course, will cover auto patch or Windows patch.
We'll cover this one, Windows patch. For auto patch we need extra license, but I'll give you theory knowledge on that one.
Okay.
Anything else, guys?
Rajesh, how much you charge for this course?
Sorry.
How much? This is Vignesh. How much are you? How much is the course fee?
Course fees, you can message me on WhatsApp. I'll send you the details.
Okay, thank you.
What time the classes will be conducting?
Yes, the class is at 7 a.m. IST. Okay, it is going to be for 30 days daily, 1 hour session.
అందరూ భోజనం
Any
వస్తున్నాను రా మా డాడీ కూడా మధ్యలో దిగాడు
weekend or
లేట్
maybe
అవుతుంది
evening batches?
Hello,
No,
Kasif.
only this time is available.
వెళ్ళమని పోతున్నాను రా
Those who are not speaking, please put yourself on mute.
Shravan, please go to unmute.
Kasif, so you're covering packaging as well, right? Intune.
Packaging is a different course altogether. I will be
So
sharing how to deploy application through Intune, like LOB application, and then we'll be
MSX,
deploying
different formats. Yeah.
that's a different format. We will be deploying a line of business application. In line of business, we have MSI, we have APP, this one, the Android application, right? Then we have IPA, the iOS application, plus we will be doing Intune Win32 application for exe application and PowerShell script and um,
Hmm.
batch file and all. So we will be converting the application into Intune format and then
Yeah.
Intune Win format, and then we will be uploading to Intune and deploying it.
Hmm. Okay, cool. Thank you.
No worries.
Are we going to
Any other
cover Graph
question?
API?
Huh?
Are we going to cover Graph API?
Graph API, basically it is the theory knowledge what I can give it to you. The actual information is not pretty much available from Microsoft. So I also don't know how exactly that works in the backend. So because Microsoft has given very little knowledge um, for Graph API, the only thing is Graph API is like a connector. So whatever the information you give it through web console, in the backend is it does the configuration in the Intune portal, Intune server in the backend. So I also don't know how that exactly works because of Microsoft does not give much information about it. So you just have to understand that in the backend there is a connector which takes your profile or configuration to the server and then it applies to the devices. Got it? Any other question from anyone?
So, Kashif, are you going to cover this migration process, like how it will be, like SCCM to Intune, how the workloads and then those things
So
you
it's
are covered?
other, it's a basically we are going to learn Intune, right? So in Intune, we will be managing devices through after enrolling the device. Now, if somebody is planning to migrate the device from SCCM to Intune, so basically they will have to enroll the device to Intune, right? So first what they do, they enroll the device and then they are managing the device through co-management. Co-management means they will be managing some of the part through SCCM, some of the part through Intune, and finally everything through Intune. So that will get covered when we touch the co-management topic. Then you will get understanding how the migration will happen. Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Kashif, do you offer a course like this for SCCM also?
Do I offer?
A similar course for SCCM?
Yeah, I teach SCCM and Intune. Most of my in this training session, there are many people who are my student uh,
Ah, okay.
on SCCM.
Okay, I'll ping you on WhatsApp.
SCCM I just started today, so today I have started two batches. So
Okay,
6 a.m. I am doing SCCM.
okay.
Okay, 6 a.m.
Is it too late for me to
So
join that or?
no, today I just started. So
Okay,
it's introduction session, just like in Tune
sure.
we are doing introduction session. So 7 a.m. In
Mhm.
Tune. So 6 a.m. SCCM and 7 a.m. in Tune. Daily 1 hour session I'm doing for both these batches.
That's perfect. I'll ping you on WhatsApp. Okay.
Okay, so if you guys are interested to continue with Intune training, so this is my WhatsApp number, right? You can message me on WhatsApp. I'll send you the details for the enrollment. You need to enroll to this course, make payment so that you can start attending the session from tomorrow onwards. So tomorrow 7 a.m. is for Intune session, 6 a.m. for SCCM if anyone is
So,
planning to learn SCCM.
Kashif, can I get a receipt after payment?
I'll send that to you
Okay, thank you.
for reimbursement.
Yep.
1 minute, guys. Somebody calling me. Oh, give me one. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back. So yes, if you guys are interested to continue with Intune session, message me on WhatsApp that you are interested in Intune session. I'll send you the details about the fees and all. You can make payment and then join from tomorrow. Okay, guys.
Kashif, can
Any
I
other
get
questions?
sorry?
Thank you.
Mm,
Sir, after
can I
completion
hear
of
what?
Intune course, are you provide project or anything to us and support
No,
and
no, no, no.
anything?
I will be giving you assignment on daily basis when we during the training session to perform like live scenario. I'll give you some live scenario. You will have to do those kind of things. But no project, no job support, guys. I don't want to give you any fake promise. So I'm just giving you training, preparing you for Intune administrator. So after this training, you can apply on multiple job portals as a Intune administrator, and then attend the interview. At least attend 10 interviews, you will get selected in one of them. That's for sure.
So how much experience we can put in the resume, Kashif,
You can
by this training?
put, if it depends on you. For example, if you are SCCM administrator, you are working on SCCM for 5 years, and now the opportunity is there for Intune administrator. So you don't have to show them that you are working on SCCM only. You can tell them in your resume, you can put like 5 years of experience on SCCM and Intune both, something like that. Okay.
Thank you.
But
And only
after
SCCM will
this
get the
training,
CPA,
you
Kashif?
after after this training, at least you can put 2 years of experience in Intune. So that that level of confidence I will give you, uh, that you will be able to handle complex issues as well, and you can uh, put 2 years of experience in your resume, um, and start attending the interviews. After the training, you will definitely get selected. Yes. What?
Kashif Vignesh here. I've pinged you actually
Huh?
on WhatsApp.
Okay. Fine. Those who are interested to continue from tomorrow, you can ping me on WhatsApp on this number. Okay.
Sir, I have a last query. Sir, will you
Hmm.
provide this videos and documentation
Yes.
after completion
Video
of
will
every
be given to you after every session. Document
every
will
session?
be, yeah, I will be sending document as well.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
For resume preparation.
Resume, I will send you sample resume. Okay, guys, I am getting late for another session, so I'll stop right here. I will start tomorrow, the
Sir,
6 a.m.
are you
SCCM and
are
7
you
a.m.
giving training on PowerShell scripting, sir? Sir,
No, 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 I
PowerShell.
don't do that. No.
Okay.
Okay, guys, thank you for joining the
Okay, bye.
session. I hope
Thank
the
you, Kashif.
session was informative. We'll meet tomorrow. Bye now. Bye, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you
Bye.
very much. Thank you. Thank you, Kashi.